The text shader has been integrated with the Poiomi shader, and with that comes a lot of new features you can use to make your speech bubble one of a kind. This video will cover just a few of the many options you have available. Just a heads up before we get started. If you open the installer and choose a different style for your bubble, you will need to redo the customizations you've made. With that out of the way, we first need to find the shader the speech bubble uses. Look over to the hierarchy, and expand STT, World Constraint, Local Constraint, Speech Bubble, and select Body. Down at the bottom is the shader. Expand it and click Unlock Shader. For our first customization, we will simply change the text color. In the shader, click the drop-down for Third Party, STT, and click the Text Color option to select a text color. Now your text is a different color. Let's try something a little more advanced. First, make sure Apply to Global Mask 4a is enabled. This will give us a ton of options we can use on the text. Next, click Special FX to expand it. Emission 0 is already taken, so let's use Emission 1. Click the drop-down for Emission 1 and then enable it. It's time to use the global mask to apply this emission to our text. Click the drop-down for the global mask option and choose 4a. Make sure Replace is selected to the right. Drag the emission strength to 20. You'll notice the text turns white. Enable base color as map and now the text will reappear with a bright outline. We can also make it any color we want. Click the emission color and change it to a solid color, such as red. That's not all we can do though. Let's click Hue Shift to enable it and set the speed to 3. Now it cycles through all the colors. Emissions have a lot of features you can utilize to make some really cool effects, but it's far from the only option available. Let's do a matte cap that will replace the color with an image. First, click Shading and enable Matte Cap 0. Click the little target next to the matte cap texture, search for Poigo, and add it as the texture. Click the drop-down for the texture and set the tiling to 5 and 2, set the UV to blend to UV1, then set the blend UV X and Y to 1. Next, set the emission strength to 3, and the intensity to 1 and you should see the image tiled over the text. Close, but not quite there yet. Let's set the global mask to 4a. Now we have text that has a Poiomi image as the text instead of a flat color. These examples are only a few of the many ways you can customize your speech bubble, and this one only covered how to modify the text. Any shader feature that has an option for the global mask is a feature you can apply to the text. Matte caps, emissions, rim lighting, depth lighting, glitter, flipbook, and iridescence are just a few of the many shader features. Feel free to try it out yourself and make your speech bubble something unique.